I'm just going to skip ahead a little bit here. Just a couple of seconds. Want to catch up on lost time here. This is getting late in the evenings for me for these Thursday casts, so I don't want it to go on too long. Hope you guys don't mind. Anyway, here we go into game number 2. It looks like at the top right as the yellow Zerg will be by hero. At least I assume it'll be by hero, and that means at the bottom left as the red Zerg we will have Quanro. Alright, sweet. I think my minimap might be slightly cut off, but I think it's cut off for me as well. Although not quite as much as for you guys. I have like 2 extra pixels. I don't know. I'll try and commentate well enough to make up for this. Wait, what? ZNF is drunk? Harum. No, I don't believe you. I do not believe you. My pure ZNF would never do such a thing. Anyway, sorry. Anyway, nothing's really happening in the game. I mean, we had 12 hatch versus 12 hatch last game. It looks like we are in fact going to have a 9 pool from here this game. Oh man, this is a pretty decent map to 12 hatch. Could be dangerous for Quanro, which is quite funny considering Quanro's the guy with a reputation for cheesing. I mean, you'd expect Quanro to be the guy going for the early pool shenanigans. Uh-oh. This is problematic. By the way, I read in the TL preview article that Quanro's play since he started, since he joined the Solstice Street scene has been less than impressive. And my biggest impression of him, apart from the fact that he's a cheeser, is when he 5-pooled against Calm's 12 hatch in an OSL final, or was it MSL? I can never remember. But basically, he 5-pooled against Calm's 12 hatch and Calm won the game, which was hilarious. And Day9 did an analysis of the game also, which is awesome. So that was pretty cool. Anyway, let's see if he can pull the reverse here against hero and defend 12 hatch against 9 pool. In theory, the 9 pool should just completely destroy the 12 hatch. However, it is cross map, so Quanro's gonna have a little bit more time. And well, that's really the only thing he has going for him. I suppose the other thing he has going for him is he's the guy who, would always 9 pool people, I suppose. So maybe he knows what to do here. You can see the Zerglings, it's taking quite a while here to skedaddle cross map. And let's see, what is Quanro's reaction going to be? Presumably he'll let the hatchery live right until the last second and then cancel it and make a sunken straight away in his main or something like that. I mean, that's generally the few successful times I've seen 12 hatch defend 9 pool, that's how it's done. I mean, the links basically come in right as the hatch is about to finish anyway, so that's going to be cancelled. Are we going to have a sunken? Yeah, there's a sunken in the main base. Basically just needs to keep the drones alive until the sunken finishes. Really doesn't want to engage too much with the drones. Man, really good drone control though, and the links come out as well. Oh my god! Quanro! What? Man, he didn't even need that sunken. Okay, no, he still needs a sunken. Did he not even lose a single drone? Wow! I think that was a mistake from Hero to engage there without his speed. I think he should have waited for speed, like just... Actually, no, he didn't have time to just dance around waiting for speed because the sunken was building. Damn. Man, that was really impressive. I gotta give Quanro mad props for that. that's possibly the most successful defense 12 hatch versus 9 pool I've ever seen. I don't think I've ever seen it not losing a drone. So that's pretty cool. Unfortunately, he's built the second hatchery out of range of the sunken, so he's gonna have to goof around a little bit to defend it. But I think he'll be fine though. He's obviously got defender's advantage here, spawning Zerglings right here, and has now got a spire started. Notice this really cool placement he's done actually. He's built the spire in between the pool and the lair. So he's kind of built his own little nook to have his buildings present very little surface area to his opponent. Quite like that placement actually. At the beginning I was a little bit suspect of that spawning pool. I didn't realize actually how close to the bottom of the map your main town hall building is on Electric Circuit. So that actually works out quite nicely. That's pretty cool. And Inspire here is about to pop for Hero. Of course, having gone for the 9 pool, he had a lot earlier gas than his opponent. But looks like he's gonna get his Lings a little bit stuck here in the main base of Quandro. Quandro is actually not letting him leave. He's actually just trapping him. Oh man, this is awesome. Wow. Is he doing it with no speed against speed as well? Okay, yeah, so speed finished, so Hero gets the rest of the Zerglings out, but lost a lot more than I think he wanted to there. Well, I guess you never really want to lose Zerglings, but more than he expected for certain. Anyway, he's making some mutas now, but I think, you know, if Quandro just buys a little time with the threat of a Zergling counterattack, then he'll have plenty of time to get his own air units up to defend against these mutas. And he'll also have the benefit of a second hatchery's worth of larva to play with here, so he can, you know, do some extra link sneak attacks and, you know, make extra Scourge and that sort of thing. Anyway, here come the Zerglings in to threaten the counterattack. And see, this is also why it was so important for him to catch those Zerglings earlier on, because if Hero had kept all his Zerglings alive, I think he could have a lot more comfortably defended against this thing. But as it is now, oh man, I don't think he can actually force a cancel there, but that would have been cool. Anyway, the mutas are now out for Quandro, and he's actually the one now going after Overlords. Hero, for some reason, has 2 Overlords over here. I don't know why both of these guys are over here. I guess it was a poor rally point or something, but actually, he's going to get both of these Overlords, and Hero, who are open with a 9 pool, is going to be severely mineral deprived here. Oh man, Hero is not in a happy place right now. Although his drone count is actually looking reasonably healthy. It looks comparable to Quandro's drone count, actually. But wait, what? Why is there a Zergling here? Alright. Anyway, and the cool thing, by the way, is that because Quandro already has the Sunken Colony in his main base, he's not nearly as scared of Ling backstabs or like the little annoying 2 Ling counterattack. So he can just freely move across the map here with his mutas. It's kind of a similar idea to Hero in the last game, building a Sunken in his main just to allow his mutas a lot more freedom of movement. And oh man, another Overlord looks like it's probably going to fall here. He's got to be careful not to let those Scourge hit it, though. That'd be quite a waste of those Scourge. But yeah, a 3rd Overlord falls, and here we go. Quandro going in, and if these Scourge manage to connect, that'll be game over. Even if they don't connect, I think it'll be very, very dangerous for both players. Oh man, looks like Scourge hitting Scourge here. Muta's hitting Scourge. Quandro taking a few Scourge hits now. It looks like he's going to be running away this time, and oh man, doing some nice moving shot here. Hero's gonna try and chase down all these mutas. Man, Quandro should just split them up. I don't know why he's leaving them together. It looks like there was no chance of escape for them anyway, and Quandro now, despite doing the great hold earlier, oh no! Quandro, with a counterattack of Zerglings, manages to kill 1 drone. Looks like not quite the second one. Gonna run a couple more Zerglings in here, so he is not giving up just yet here. Despite losing his Air Force, he is reproducing. He's doing some Zergling counterattacks. You can see Hero forced to remake some of his drones here. And we actually have a drone sneaking out for Quandro. Looks like potentially going to get a hidden expansion out on the map here. He can't safely take his natural because his opponent has air superiority. So he's just going to, I guess, go sneak the 9 o'clock, it looks like. That appears to be the case. Ooh, very, very tricksy. But he's really having to make up quite a gas deficit, though, of course. You know, Hero had the gas advantage from the beginning, going 9 pool against 12 hatch. And he's also got his second gas a lot faster. So, I mean, this is a very significant gas advantage. And oh! Man, good thinking by Hero, but Quandro was on top of it. Yeah, so I wonder how Hero's gonna make, Quandro's gonna make up for this. I mean, I guess he just has to make a lot of extra Zerglings from that extra hatchery he has, and just do lots of backstabs and things, and I kind of force Hero to just make drones and Zerglings. Because it's going to be basically impossible for him to catch up on the gas. He's actually forced to make, excuse me, a spore colony now. But, well, it seems like both players have sort of stabilized. Quandro seems to just have drones running around everywhere. He hasn't actually taken the 9 o'clock. Oh wait, no, he has now, it looks like on the minimap. So I'm not really sure where he's going with this other drone. Anyway, it looks like he's... Where is that bottom right drone going? Is he just going to double expand? That seems kind of crazy. No way, is he really? Hero's got stuff all over the map though. I mean, just look at the minimap. Hero's spreading out everywhere. He knows that Quanro is likely to try this kind of hidden expansion shenanigan. So, he's going to try and nip it in the bud. Although I think by moving out so far with his mutas, that leaves his main base quite vulnerable to counterattack as well. He's got to be a little bit careful about that. Looks like grabbing a few free Scourge here, but that's also giving away his muta position. And yeah, look at this. Quanro getting ready to go for a big counterattack, because the thing is, he's already got a Spore Colony in his base, so if it does turn into some kind of weird base trade situation, he has the advantage by having the static defenses. And I don't think those Scourge saw those mutas, because Scourge have such a short sight range. Quanro's actually going in with his mutas, but he's going to face the mutas of Hero, though. Does he have a superior muta count? No way. Yeah, he's going to run immediately away as soon as he kills one drone there. He's got to be careful not to EP Scourge on the way home. Can micro few them down, though, get a few free Scourge kills. Looks like he's going to think about that, although, whoa, oh god, the Scourge trap. Oh man, loses one muta. Could have been worse. And is immediately running all the way home to the safety of his Spore. Looks like Hero is not going to give chase here. Meanwhile, the 9 o'clock hatchery has finished. I don't know how much longer that's going to stay alive. The bottom right hatchery is also going up, and here we go. Scourge is going to see this. I don't know if Hero would ever think to check the bottom right now that he's seen this hidden base. You know, you wouldn't really expect your opponent to hidden double expand. But in the meantime, the thing is, Hero can't really commit very easily to killing that. I mean, at best, he can send out a handful of Zerglings to do it, which it looks like exactly what he's doing. Because if he sends all his mutas to go kill that base, and Quanro just runs past them and goes straight for his drone line, that could be actually turn into quite a poor situation for Hero again, because Quanro has invested in the static defenses. And it looks like Quanro is aware of what's going on. Again, sending a couple links to counterattack. Oh man, really wants these creeps to finish here. I guess he's going to make spores. He knows his Air Force still can't quite compete with Heroes, but these creeps are not quite going to finish in time. However, he does have Zerglings in his opponent's base, and these are actually slowlings. I didn't even realize, but these are slow Zerglings. It looks like Hero's focusing down the hatchery instead of the spores, which I don't know if that's the best idea, but man, Hero is going to start losing drones in his main base. He's already lost one. It looks like he's just pulling back. He didn't even finish off the spore. He's pulling back. Oh, because the muta counterattack from Quanro is coming in here. No, Quanro is going to turn around. It was a fake to protect the 9 o'clock. He faked the counterattack and has just turned right back around to go home, and has actually saved his 9 o'clock base, allowed the Spore Colonies time to get up. +1 attack is now done for Hero, but great thinking here, strategic thinking from Quanro. Man, I am really impressed. I did not know Quanro had this level of play in him, because this is some seriously awesome stuff here. This is some great thinking, thinking man's play, I suppose. Anyway, what the hell was that? How did that Scourge not hit anything? Looks like Hero's kind of had enough of things and just wants to go. He's got his +1. I guess he figures, you know, might as well go for it now. Maybe he's a little bit frustrated of how Quanro's playing him, but uh-oh, that is a lot of Scourge going on. If Quanro can hold off this attack, he's going to be in great shape here. He's on 3 gases now, and here we go. Here's the big attack. There's only 1 Spore in the main, so man, Quanro's Air really has to do it for him. I don't know if he has enough, but oh my god, a lot of Scourge from Hero just hit an Overlord. He just hit like 4 or 5 Scourge into 1 Overlord, but no! It is not quite enough for Quanro, despite absolutely fantastic play in this game. Just the pure weight of numbers is too much for him to stop. And Quanro has got to throw in the towel here in game number 2. There's just absolutely nothing he can do, but really fantastically played by him nonetheless. Held off the 9 pool with the 12 hatch. You know, did an amazing defense of his 9 o'clock base. Did constant link counterattacks. I wonder if just getting Ling's speed might have really helped him. He did so many link counterattacks without Ling's speed. But yeah, I think this is gonna be it here. I mean, even though he's got 2 hidden bases, I don't really see what he can do. He's lost all his tech right now. He's lost his lair, his pool, his spire. Pretty much everything is gone. And there's the GG from Quanro. The score is now tied 1-1, and we're going to a game 3 to decide which player goes on to the winners match and which goes to the losers.